year and where we're at now, it's finally making Dallas Cowboys football something that people want to be a part of.
Oh yeah, last year was incredible. We went on a giant winning streak.
Right.
We had the best record in the NFC. We were going to the playoffs with a bye. We're America's team. We're the number one sports franchise in the world practically. We had star players, young players, lots of excitement. Oh yeah, the Cowboys' star could not be brighter. Jerry Jones knows how to capitalize on that. He's making his billions. But you got to win in the playoffs. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, it will come down to where we at. And so, we've got just a few other things, that's going on. So we got the Cowboys season.
Yeah.
We ended where last year? 14-2.
We were 13-3.
13-3.
And then we lost in the playoffs.
Right.
So this is what I was saying to you. I was saying, hey, are we going to do even better than that?
Right. So where do you see it? With where we're at right now, we get back our 2 suspensions. We get back Hitchens.
Right. This is the whole thing, is that the entirety of the offseason, the Zeke suspension has been hanging over the Cowboys camp.
Right.
So every single prediction hinged on with Zeke, without Zeke. How well would we do without our star running back? So people were like, yeah, I think we could win 11 games or more. And that would be a really successful season. It's just really, really hard to follow up 13-3. You just got to get lucky and be really good. The NFL pulls down regularly every single season. Playoff teams become bottom of the basement teams. So 13-3, you're not going to emulate that again. You just want to make the playoffs again. That's the whole point. Be consistent like the Patriots, always in the playoffs, always. So
we hope this year.
Look, I watched. They had a bad first game,
and I'm sorry. I'll take that defensive loss on me. I will.
Mike Patricia over here. No, I think the Cowboys are fired up over this. They have the skill positions, very skilled players in the key positions. Their defense last year was shaky. Everybody knew that going in for the last years and years and years. The Cowboys defense has been shaky. Well, it's still a little bit shaky. But they went 13-3 with it last year. And they've got Jalen Smith coming around. And their defensive line, fairly young. Players like David Irvin might have a breakout year. Some of the guys in the secondary getting better and better. They have the potential to be the same middle of the pack defense with a stellar offense to win 10, 12 games.
I think the thing that people are really looking at is definitely going to be those draft picks that we picked up this year.
Yeah. And Jalen Smith.
You pass on TJ Watt.
Yeah, no, that was kind of,
You pick up Taco Charlton, and what Taco Charlton showed in preseason.
He doesn't really have the quickness off the line that you would want.
Right.
He gets sacks but nobody blocks him like he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
But, no, Taco Charlton might be a developmental player who ends up a good to great player. That would be a ceiling. People are saying TJ Watt's ceiling looks a little higher. But, his fit in the system might be a little bit poorer. No, we're going to have those comparisons throughout the year. You're right.
Yeah, and then you've got, Chaz Green coming back.
Man, he's a slouch.
Dude, he's coming back. He's hoping to put... He just got back.
Healthy,
he's back to practice. He's back to practice. He's off of his little injury, and he's looking to try to win that left guard job.
Yeah, but I think Jonathan Cooper beat him.
Yeah.
Look, there's a lot... Thankfully, we don't live in a bubble, and we get to absorb all the great commentary that exists in the DFW area about the Cowboys. And people whose job it is to watch tape say Chaz Green, who played tackle in college, is not suited for a guard. He just doesn't get it he's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And so he just doesn't seem very natural out there, and he makes silly mistakes.
But things that questioned him last year and being put into the situation he was put into, I felt like he held his own.
Look, if there's a massive injury, I mean, he's a backup. I mean, sure,
he can get you by. He can get you by.
He might be a good run blocker, better than pass blocker. I mean, he's not going to be a great. But no, I mean, the point is, if the Cowboys' offensive line stays healthy, they did miss Tyron Smith a little bit last year.
Right.
I mean, the point is, if the offensive line stays cohesive, it's going to be a great offense.
So what is really interesting is there was two big things hinging for this opening game Sunday night, biggest stage in football.
Cowboys-Giants.
There was two main players that everybody was questioning, and that's Ezekiel Elliott and Odell Beckham Jr.
Yep. He's your favorite, right? You really like him.
I love me some Odell Beckham.
I don't think Chase really likes him.
Yeah, I love Odell.
Cruz used to call him Blondie in a disparaging way. He highlights the tips of his hair. He's kind of a crazy dude.
He's weird to be weird. He had that amazing catch.
He's very fast, and he's good at scoring touchdowns.
Right, and catching balls with one hand.
Yeah.
Not very good at beating up the.
Are we back to beating again?
The screen, yeah, dude. This whole show is about a beat. No, but he's not very good at taking care of the kicker's equipment.
Kicker's net.
It's all that stuff.
But people do mature as they grow older. I suspect he probably won't.
But we may not even have to. We may not even have to worry about it because he's still. And I know it's the NFL. Everyone's listed as questionable until Sunday.
Right. He'll probably play. I would put my money on he'll play.
He's got an ankle injury.
He might be hobbled, but he'll play.
Yeah. So I think with him still being up in the air, it gives the Cowboys kind of an edge nationally
his injury situation is probably worth a half a point or a point to me in betting.
Right.
Like if Odell Beckham is full strength. The Giants were beating the Cowboys last year. I would say, the Giants, they got a great set of wide receivers. If Odell Beckham is hobbled enough to where you say, oh, look, let's shut down Brandon Marshall and see if he can, if OBJ can actually outrun us because of his knee or ankle, I'm sorry.
It's his ankle.
His ankle injury. It completely changes the defensive game plan.
So where are you at right now?
I'm saying if Odell Beckham he will probably play, but he won't be super effective. Therefore, advantage Cowboys. Even greater advantage would be if he didn't play much. But maybe he's kind of on shaky ground to where one bad hit takes him out. You never know. I'd say it's a great matchup. We looked at it's very hard to beat a good team like the Cowboys twice in a season.
Right.
You get home and away. It just doesn't happen all the time. You think that a team, there's so much parity in the league. Well, the Giants managed to beat the Cowboys twice. It was only by a combined 4 points. Well, they're going into the season now. Let's see if that can happen again.
So what are you saying? What's the game tomorrow on Sunday?
Cowboys 24, Giants 23.
You're going to 1 point?
I'm going to close. Yeah, close.
You're going to close game? I'm going 27-24 Cowboys.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Dan Bailey pulls out that Oklahoma leg and just puts one right through the upright.
Game-winning field goal.
Yeah, I think he's going to go pokes for a minute and push one through the uprights. Although I don't pokes at all. I bleed crimson and cream.
Right. No, both of these teams have a good offense. I suspect there will be more than 20 points scored by both. Right. But the Giants have a good defense, so who knows?
Yes, they do. So, some other news, Myles Garrett, high ankle sprain. He's out right now.
Number one draft pick for the Cleveland Browns.
Right.
From Texas A&M, my alma mater.
You don't be telling people that right now, because what was the score earlier during that Vanderbilt game?
Hey, they can get over it. They were playing Vanderbilt.
Who were they playing?
They were playing UCLA when they lost.
No, I'm talking about today.
Nickel State or something. Some random...
Oh, yeah, I think they lost that one, too.
Southwestern Athletic Conference.
So,
Big South.
The Eric Berry for the Chiefs. Achilles tendon.
Star safety for the Chiefs.
Not this year.
No, he ruptured his Achilles.
Yeah, he's gonna be in sweatpants every game, hyping people up with a towel.
Yeah, so the Chiefs suddenly were in the market for a safety, right?
Right.
but they went and signed Steven Terrell. He is an Allen High School product.
Is it Terrell or Terrell?
I think it doesn't matter.
It's kind of like Terrell Owens, Terrell Owens.
Right. Some announcers will say Steven Terrell. Some announcers will say Steven Terrell.
Right. There is one.
Yeah.
There is one less game this week. The Tampa Bay and Miami game canceled because of Irma.
Hurricane Irma seems to be hitting the coast right now.
Right.
And in about 2 days, Miami wanted to play some football.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
No, they had even talked about moving the game to Friday night, last night, and playing it and getting everybody out.
Yeah.
But that wasn't going to happen. So they're going to play that game September or week 11.
Week 11.
Week 11.
Whatever.
Yeah.
October,
way down.
Yeah.
So that's other news that's going on. I watched the Pats-Chiefs game.
Yeah.
Not that great. Tom
Bill
Brady.
Belichick's the best coach over the last 20 years and making adjustments and figuring things out. They had won that game. They got exposed.
Right.
They will have a good season. They will win their division.
Right. It's just Tom Brady just looked really
old?
awkward. He looked a little old.
Was it the O-line making him look old?
There was a couple of plays where you could tell Brady was kind of like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, the whole point is to not let him over here. If you guys could just stop him from coming over here, that would be great. He almost got a safety there in the fourth quarter.
He's basically become a meme early in the season.
Right.
Angry Tom Brady is pouting on the sideline.
Right. He's like an old man that has a white picket fence and stay off his fucking yard, and his white picket fence isn't doing it anymore.
Right. No.
So that's.
Those
I mean,
are the storylines in the
what are you
NFL.
doing tomorrow? What are you going to do for Cowboys?
You're
going to be watching. What are you going? Are you? What time?
I should probably be drinking.
What time are you going to be starting the drinking?
At a respectable 5 p.m.
5 p.m. Okay. And what are you going to be?
Going.
What are you going to be drinking?
Typically I like to go for one of the local craft beers.
Right.
I like me some Velvet Hammer. I like me some Deep Elm IPA. Even stuff from like Tubbs Brewery or there's one Pegasus Brewery in Dallas.
Right.
There's a lot of good breweries here. I like to go with something good because I like to go by the Jesus theme for drinking. You bring out the best wine first. You save the shitty stuff for last.
But Jesus didn't do that. Jesus
he switched it up.
Yeah, he switched it up.
The norm in Rome back then was to do it that way. So yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to get a little buzz going with some good beers, and I can go Shiner and Lone Star for the rest of the night.
Right. Yeah, get it going.
I'm not going to go
I also like
Light.
Steampunk from Noble Ray.
Hey, that is a good one. Yeah.
Noble Ray's great.
They also have a light lager called Sex on a Canoe.
Yes. And their cans are really cool. I like those. But I'm always a Nito Bandito Dallas Blonde fan.
That's a good one.
Side.
Nito Bandito is definitely a good one. I think it's better than Dallas Blonde.
But I am
Unpopular opinion? Question mark.
Yes.
Question mark.
I love the Nito Bandito. It's now an all year round.
I think this has alcohol in it.
The holy kombucha that you're over there drinking down. But also, I am a fan of some whiskey as well. TX
whiskey.
TX whiskey.
I like. A new sponsor.
I also like.
Herman Marshall's good.
Yeah. There's a couple of other ones. There's a few that are coming around, but I'll take you some Bullet bourbon or some TX whiskey. Throw you off some jalapenos, a little bit of lemon juice, and some maple syrup. Top that off with a little bit of Nito Bandito or that Lone Star that you're talking about, and you got yourself something going on.
So, Chase is a mixologist.
Hey, dude, I try, man. If in a pinch. Get you some Tennessee Fire from Jack Daniels,
right?
Or some Jim Beam Apple. Mix those together, throw it off with some cranberry juice and a little bit of sweet and sour, and you got yourself a nice little festive holiday drink for that Thanksgiving game. But we've got about a minute. Do what?
Where are you going to be drinking?
I'm going to be probably drinking at home.
Yeah? You want to go get some beers at halftime? Maybe meet up?
We could possibly do that.
Maybe we should try something like that.
So I'm getting the blinking here that we've got maybe 45 seconds left.
Time's up, boys.
So this is the first show. We're going to do it live every time like this. We may be out at the Star for a couple of tailgate events, just kind of getting some cowboy feel. keep hitting it up. We've got the Facebook and the Instagram up. Drinking with the boys.
I'm gonna get on the Twitter. I promise.
Let's get that, and we're on Twitter too.
We're gonna get there.
Yes, we are.
We got it. Okay,
Drinking
cool.
with the boys. DRNKNWTHEBOYS, and listen to us. Like us, follow us, give us some input. We're live, so we can chat with you guys. We're on YouTube. We'll be on Twitter. We'll be on Facebook Live coming up soon. So definitely, yes, Spreaker.com is what we're on.
Cool.
So we'll be there. Check us out and have a good day, guys.